Hello, my name is Sherelle Slace. I'm an executive consultant with Ambit Energy, and I am so delighted to share what I believe is the greatest opportunity in our hands right now. Let me tell you a little bit about why I got started with this business and why we're sharing this information with you right now. About 21, well, actually, at the age of 21, I started a career in corporate and worked that career trading time for money for a number of years, and it felt as though if I continued down that road that I would just be giving more time away just to earn money. And something happened, something quite devastating happened in my life at the age of 24. My mother took ill, and I saw her trading time for money and still in pain, having to go to work every single day. And I just made a decision that I never wanted that to be me. And so I think what happened was a seed was planted. And after that seed was planted, time went on, and I went into the real estate career because I completed my corporate career in 2007 and started trading my time for money again. But more importantly, I built an infrastructure of agents that worked for my company. And every time they went out and sold a property, they would earn income and they would earn a commission for themselves, but because I was the brokerage house, I earned a portion of the commission as well. And that's when I was first introduced to leverage the income. Powerful, because what it allowed me to do is I didn't necessarily have to trade my time for money to earn income. I actually had a leveraged network, a network that I could leverage and earn money from at the same time while producing income for myself based on my own efforts. Very powerful. That's when I was first introduced to network marketing. So it was no big leap for me when my father called me, gosh, it must have been 5 years ago, and he offered me an opportunity to look at the opportunity I'm going to share with you tonight, you all. It has changed my life. At the time, I was married. I had a 1-year-old, and I was 8 months pregnant. I looked at this opportunity, and I saw a way for me to get my time back. It was absolutely incredible and hands down the best thing I've ever seen, and I got started right away. So what we're going to share with you all this evening is a way in which you can get your time back. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why people join our business. You can see it right in front of you. Particularly for me, it was about time freedom. It was actually about creating financial independence for myself and for my family, a legacy that I could pass on to my family and for generations to come. You all, what we're talking about is deregulation. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our company. It's Ambit Energy that we're talking about right now, and I want you to know why Ambit is the right choice. Our company is 10 years old. We were founded in 2006 by Jerry Thompson Jr., who's our co-founder and CEO, and our co-founder and Chief Marketing Officer, Chris Chambliss. I'm going to spend a little time on this slide because I think it's important that you realize that everything rises and falls with leadership, and great leadership is at the helm of our ship. A little background on Jerry Thompson Jr. He is the grandson of the Southland Corporation, which today is known as the 7-Eleven organization. And so he is the grandson of that legacy of businessmen and wealth, and grew up, became a businessman and multi-million-dollar earner on his own through Caprock Communications, where he created a fiber optics company that he sold for $300 million. And that was in the 90s when energy deregulation came along. It made sense for him to partner with Chris Chambliss and marry a network marketing model to the energy deregulation space. Now, we've got Chris Chambliss there, standing there on the left. He is the number 52nd employee at Excel Communications, which hands down goes down in the books as the greatest millionaires that were ever created in network marketing, and that was during the 90s of the telecom deregulation. Two of them getting together, marrying a service with a network marketing product, they were able to create the finest and most respected retail energy provider in America with Ambit Energy, and have been named in Inc. 500 magazine in 2010 as the fastest growing privately held company in the United States. You guys, the Better Business Bureau has ranked Ambit Energy with an A+ rating. We have over 1 million customers with Ambit Energy. Just in the United States alone, hitting $1.4 billion in revenue just last year. We're a brand new company, 10 years, but it's interesting. We're a baby, but we're a big baby, knocking down anybody that comes in our way as far as competition. So here's some of the awards and recognitions that Ambit Energy has been able to establish. If you look over to the left, top 100 places to work for, 5 years in a row, we were named the best place to work for by Dallas Morning News. And that's important because we're in a customer service business, and we want the customer service reps to be smiling on the phone when they're taking care of our customers. We've got the J.D. Powers Associates Award in the number of states that are listed in front of you. Number 13 direct selling companies worldwide in 2006 we were named. And get this, you guys, we were named that, and we're only in 17 states, just in the United States today. And then Inc. 500 magazine, as I mentioned, number one fastest privately held company in America. And you know what? That was not the first time Ambit Energy was named that. Actually, was named in that publication, but it was the first time that we were named the number one fastest growing privately held. So how big is this opportunity? Absolutely incredible. I won't read the slide to you, but if you take a look, we have a less than 3% market penetration in the orange states that you see in front of you. 17 states I mentioned is where we can provide service, electricity, and natural gas, partially deployed in those markets. And in the gray shaded areas, those are the states that we're growing into. In the United States, there are 28 states that are in some form of deregulation. It's just a matter of time that we will continue to absorb market share for those gray states. So exciting. But here's the newest news. Look, Ambit Energy is in the process of going global. Yes, energy deregulation is a worldwide phenomenon. And right now, Ambit just launched one of the biggest announcements they ever have in the history of business, of being in business for 10 years. Japan. We are pre-launching Japan, March 2017. And get this, the entire state is going to be, the entire country is going to be available to gather customers for electricity, and we're launching May 2017. Right now, we have a zero market share. So the opportunity is absolutely unlimited, growing after a $70 billion market opportunity. So how does energy deregulation work? It's basically energy monopolies are being broken up. But whenever an energy monopoly breaks up, it means that customers have the right to choose a better quality service, a less expensive service. And what's happening is there was a period of time when what you see before you was a supply chain owned by the incumbent retail providers. And what's happening right now is that the regulation is saying that it is illegal, pretty much, for a local delivery company to be responsible for all of these components. And so Ambit Energy is participating in the retail energy, as the retail energy provider, supplying electricity, natural gas, and solar services to the local delivery company. So if you're looking at the slide right now, what I want you to keep in mind is nothing changes for our end user. Our end user could be a residential customer, or it could be a commercial, small or large. Nothing changes. The customer continues to receive the same bill in most markets as they always have. Absolutely nothing changes, except for the amount of energy that you pay. Now, this is a perfect product, and what makes it so perfect is that it's actually not a product after all. It's a service. It's a service that everyone uses. Everybody has to use. They'd be mad if they didn't have it. Nobody's walking around in the dark. And when you become a customer, there's no cost to upgrade in service. The enrollment process is seamless. Absolutely nothing changes for the customer. But if you're business-minded, like I am, if you're looking for an opportunity to earn extra income on a part-time basis, there's no inventories, no deliveries, no collections, and you don't have to answer to a boss or an employer. Now, every customer, these are the services and the impressive savings that we offer our customers. We offer competitive rates to every market where we're providing this service. We have satisfaction guarantee. That's basically saying if anything were to happen to your service, Ambit is guaranteeing the service will come to you. Otherwise, your money back within a specified time period. If you're eco-friendly, you get a green energy product that's available to you. Check this, you guys. The market is changing. Solar service, we are piloting solar service in 6 states. We're partnered with a company called Sunrun, which has the greatest footprint in the United States right now for solar services. And every customer that joins Ambit Energy, remember, free to upgrade as a customer, they get a welcome gift just for enrolling as a customer. That's a 2-night hotel stay in 25 destinations in the United States. And every time the customer pays their electricity or their gas bill, they accumulate travel reward points month after month after month. And one of the competitive differentiators that Ambit has to offer its customers is our great referral program. Every customer receives a free website. That free website, a customer can log in, take a look at their account, and they can enter in their friends and family's email addresses and automatically send a referral email to their friends and family. And when 5 customers join Ambit Energy and receive value from Ambit Energy, which they will, just like the referring customer, that referring customer gets to travel some more. But get this, let that referring customer refer 15 customers to Ambit Energy, and you get free energy as a referring customer. And how does that work? Well, it's the average of what those 15 customers pay per month. It's the average daily use. I'm going to repeat that. It's the average daily use that those customers pay every single month, averaged and applied as energy credit on your bill every single month. Free energy, you guys. My family enjoys free energy. We've been enjoying it for the previous 4 years, and that's free electricity, free gas supply services every single month on the supply of our bill. We love it, averaging anywhere from, I'd say, $69 to $119 a month. So absolutely extraordinary. If I didn't say anything else, be a customer, save money. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. But if you're like me, and what I am is a mom. I'm a mom of 3 children. I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old. Came into the business when I only had 1 child, working my tail off, really looking for an answer to be able to live a more free life. If you're anything like me, looking for something more, wanting more, hopefully you'll stay around and listen to the next part of our presentation that talks about the money. How do we take advantage of this greatest shift of wealth that's happening? I'm going to turn it over to one of my business partners. Man, he is blowing this business up. He is absolutely extraordinary. I look up to him in this business. He is also an executive consultant. He is a businessman, had many businesses that he owned prior to this business, and in a very short period of time, he's been able to earn back his time and financial independence. And I would like to welcome him to the call to talk to you about the money. His name is Executive Consultant Carl Scott. Carl, are you there?
I sure am, Sherelle. I appreciate all of the, the benefits and the uniqueness of this proposition that you laid out to so many people here on our webinar tonight. My name is Carl Scott. I'm an executive consultant out of Houston, Texas. And guys, just to give you a brief background on myself, I've owned a travel agency here in Houston as well as a wireless communications business. I went on from a timeline back at the end of 2002 to enter in the auto industry as an internet manager for Mazda. So I managed Mazda's internet department for 10 years straight. 5 years into that profession, a financial planner came to me and gave me a proposition that I just couldn't resist. Guys, at that time I was working 70 to 80 hours a week. I don't know if you can resonate with that type of work schedule, but, it was a hectic schedule. 5 years into that job, there was a time period where I said, hey, something's got to change. See, I've been under the philosophy for a long time, having been a business owner, that you should aspire to work less and make more, work harder and not and work smarter and not harder. And so when this opportunity came to me by a financial planner, he basically said, if I can show you how to work, pick up a project outside of what you're doing on your job, and it would only take 15 to 30 minutes a day, and you'll be able to do more in that window of time by productivity than most of your coworkers do. It just made sense for me to listen. So I planted my flag with Ambit at the end of 2007. Some of the immediate results that I got were in 12 to 14 months, I was able to stop taking the mortgage payment out of the paycheck. It was coming in passively or residually from the business. So then, as time waits on no one, when I blinked, the years rolled along, and 2012 came along, and I was able to walk off a 6-figure job altogether. And I pay all respect to what you're going to hear next is how we make money in this business. and how you have to help other individuals become successful for you to be successful. And so it's been a blessing ever since. I get up each day more out of a want than a need. And so I'm able to go out and do some of the things that I'm very passionate about doing. 3 years ago, I established a networkers luncheon, and it was all about inspiring, educating, and motivating the business professional. And so I enjoy giving back to the community by way of educating business professionals in the community and just sharing the wealth of knowledge and the things that I've experienced over the years. So let's get right into it. You know, we call this showing you the money, and I'm going to show you how this works with Ambit Energy. So here we go. Ambit uses a unique model that they gather individuals like you and I to gather customers. Those customers create income. That income goes back to Ambit, and the best part about it is they share it with us. That's how our model works. So we make recommendations every single day, whether it's good music, good movies that you've seen, restaurants, and even good TV shows. You know, guys, how many of you use social media, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, Periscope, and that lovely one we call Snapchat? You know, guys, we make recommendations by normal human behavior. We just don't get paid for them. But guess what? We have a way to do that now. And for just going on here for a one-time fee of $75 with no annual renewal. The great thing about that, guys, if you're familiar with the real estate community, the insurance agents, real estate professionals, they pay an annual licensing renewal so that they can continue conducting business in their field. Well, we don't have an annual renewal. And not only that, we give you a slew of business building websites, a software package that's next to none. You have, guys, access to websites that you can enroll customers, websites that you can enroll from your fingertips, consultants that see this opportunity, and we have apps that you can click on right from the touch of your cell phone and getting in that new age technology. So for less than $25 a month, you have a personal building system that works. Now, we do two simple things. We gather a handful of loyal customers that we know, love, and trust, and we simply help others do the exact same thing. That's the foundation of what we do here in Ambit. There are 3 ways to get paid in this business, one of them being immediate income. Love that. We got to get paid like yesterday, as they say. Ambit pays you immediate income for gathering a handful of customers. You can earn your first check within days. You can earn your investment back right off the bat. And here's 3 ways to get paid. 1, when you start the business, gather your first 5 customers in a full 4 weeks that they get you that you have time to do this. Most people do this sometimes within 24 to 48 hours. One of those customers can be yourself if you're able, and that earns you your first $100 check. Well, guys, again, your investment in this business was $175 for a website, $24.95 for the website, and the investment of $75. For a total of $100, and you just got your $100 return on your investment. Take that a step further, additional customers being added, 5 more additional in a total of 8 weeks will get you another $100. Through additional personal customer acquisition, earn up to a total of $400 in your first 12 weeks. Isn't that a great way to get started? Well, now, guys, you heard it earlier. Terrell mentioned solar. Now offering solar in 6 states with our alliance with Sunrun Solar. Great company, great footprint across America, and we're able to have that strategic alliance there. And when you gather a Sunrun customer, that equals $500 in income to you. California, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, New Jersey, all those areas are available to you. But guys, let's talk about how you can promote and earn more money in this compensation plan. It starts with you. Again, we use a formula for success. It's called 5, 2, and 6. The 5 simply works like this. Ambit is going to give you 2 customer points for those 2 computer terminals you see on your screen. Now, you can decide to upgrade. Yes, I said upgrade your lights over to Ambit Energy, and maybe your next door neighbor, go way next door and ask your neighbor to upgrade their lights to Ambit. With just acquiring that extra customer and get 1 more customer that wants to save on a light bill, you'll make your first $100 check in this business. That's awesome. 3 customers, one of them could be yourself, and you made $100. And guys, the next step that we take after completing that part of the formula of the 5, we go to the 2. The 2 says we're going to find 2 ambitious people to partner up with us with Ambit Energy. They come into the business and gather 3 customers, and that's going to make them $100 a piece. But the best part about that, guys, because you help those people get started, you train them, they're on their way, you're going to get a matching $100 check on each of those brand new consultants. Now we're talking money. You've got a total of $300 made. And guys, what was that initial investment? $100. Now the 6 works just like this. Guys, we're going to help those 2 consultants build a team of 2 consultants apiece for a total team of 6 consultants. Now we get to promote in this business. Our first leadership position, that of a regional consultant. As a regional, this fits the whole philosophy that I've aspired by all life, is to work less and make more, and work smarter, not harder. And guys, here's the best part about this. We're going to get a $55 pay raise, but the best part is we're going to do the same amount of work that we did before. So as a regional consultant, we find out 2 more ambitious, prosperous individuals that like to diversify their income. They upgrade maybe their lights and their next 2 next door neighbors' lights, and each of them get a check for $100. But the best part on that as well is you get a matching check, but your matching check is increased to a total of $155 for everyone who's direct to you. Everyone who's indirect to you, you get $55 to unlimited levels of depth. And then we can promote up further in this compensation plan. When you have a total of 18 consultants that come anywhere in your regional organization, you promote to senior consultant. More money for the same amount of work. $235 for everyone direct. Everyone indirect is up to $135. Then you can promote to executive consultant. More money, same work. $315 for everyone direct, and everyone indirect is up to $215 to unlimited levels. And our top position is national consultant. $340 for everyone direct, and everyone indirect is up to $240. Best part about this, guys, this money is paid weekly. You have access to get paid that weekly on Friday by regular check. Or those of you guys that love direct deposit, the best part is we pay the day before. Drop right into your bank account. That's weekly income, guys. So now let's talk about the biggest earning proposition with this opportunity is the long-term passive residual income. Each time a customer pays their bill, Ambit pays you. Ambit pays you month after month after month after month. When you get sick and tired, Ambit pays you month after month after month after month. The more people who join your team and pay their bills, the more money you can make. Let me show you this actual example of how this money would work for you. In this 7-level payout that you see here, basically what happens, it starts with you guys. Yes, again, let's just say that you went out and found 3 people that would love to diversify their income. So those 3 consultants join you in business. Those 3 just simply multiply, they duplicate what you did and find 3 consultants apiece. Guys, look at the slide. On the 2nd level, that would be 9 consultants. The 3rd level, that would be 27 consultants. And just simply duplicating by 3, that's over 3,000 consultants in your organization. Now, how many people did you bring to the table? Personally, 3. That's correct. And the best part gets even better, guys, because we only need 20 personal customer points to maximize everything that Ambit is going to pay out. 2 of those customer points come from the website. 1 of those customers could be you. 17 total more customers, and you've maximized the opportunity. You know, when I found out about this, guys, I love this part because we don't have to be those guys that get dropped out of a van and go door to door asking people to buy electricity. We need a handful of customers, and we maximize our opportunity. Now, in this example, what if everyone on your team, all those consultants, a total of 3,000 consultants that you have, gathers 3 customers apiece? That would be 9 customers on your first level, 27 on your 2nd level, and just duplicating by 3, that would be over 9,000 customers in your organization. And you just grabbed 20 personal to you. Now, if you look at the complete slide and look at the money at the bottom of the corner of your screen, you will see that's over $11,000 of monthly residual income. This is just assuming that everyone uses the minimum amount of power. So we love that example right there. And guys, just to take one step further, Ambit knows that more people use more power depending on the square footage of their homes. So Ambit pays you on 5 bands of power. The more power the customer uses, the more you get paid per customer per month. This example just shows you a band 1 minimum payout. But guys, some people want to know, well, what about all those consultants that are going for free energy? They may get more customers. Well, in the same example, over 3,000 consultants in your organization, what if in this situation, you got your 20 personal customers, but your team did half the production you did? They all go out and get 10 customers apiece. That's a little over 32,000 customers. Again, at the minimum payout, that's over $39,000 a month in residual income. Powerful, guys, just for actually people paying a utility bill that they have to pay anyway. But it gets better because, guys, we give you a chance to increase that money. See, when you turn and promote to a regional consultant, they're going to add a quarter to all of those payouts that you saw on the previous slide. As a regional, when you promote to senior consultant, they move that up to 50 cents. As an executive consultant, it goes up to 75 cents. As a national consultant, our top position, they move that up to $1. All of this money is being added to the money that you saw on the previous slide. You know, all I have to ask you at the end of the day is there money in energy? Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, all day long. The powerful proposition that we have here makes this opportunity next to none and sweeping across the nation. But we have someone right on this line, a phenomenal speaker, great background. You know, he comes out of the law profession. He's able to retire law practice because of this opportunity. This gentleman is on the East Coast, and this gentleman is an executive consultant with the business. And Esquire Mario Price, are you on the line, sir?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Great. Thank you so much. And first, I just want to I'm so grateful for Carl and Sherelle for coming on and really just kind of giving us an understanding, because I know a lot of you are sitting there just like I was. In fact, 6 years ago, I was sitting in the living room 6 years ago after a law school classmate of mine called me and called me and called me and called me. And after 4 months of me being too busy being broke, I went and I looked at the opportunity. And I tell you, I sat there with my arms folded. And the reason why my arms were folded, because I was looking back at my life, and we all do that from time to time. I was looking back at my life, and I realized I invested 3 years and over almost $200,000 to go to Georgetown Law School. And I've been working for quite some time, in between paying off the law school debt and the car notes and the mortgages and the private school. I found myself at the end of every single week getting paid just to be broke even. See, I was time poor, working 60 to 80 hours a week every single week. And when I paid off all those bills, I realized I wasn't working for me. See, I love the way Sherelle began this program, because she talked about the fact that there's some amazing reasons why you'd be doing this business. And talked about things involving the family, things involving freedom, and things involving savings and college education. And one of the things that I realized about myself, and I know it may be speaking to some of you all, is that I was doing a lot of work, but I wasn't going anywhere in particular. See, I felt like I was living my life on a treadmill. I mean, the way they speak about it, they talk about the fact that, you know, when you go to the mall or when you're loading up the GPS, the first thing you have to plug in is, where do you want to go? And then you plug in where you are. And I realized that I was not going in a direction to get me any step closer. See, I understand it's okay to work hard, but are you working hard going in a direction to get you in the right place? And one of the things that a lot of people come away from this presentation, they'll look at it and they'll get so kind of caught up in the fact that we're dealing with, you know, the Jerry Thompsons and the 7-Elevens and the energy company and the quarters and the dollars, that they might get themselves lost. But I got news for you. For many people looking at this, you're already lost. And what do I mean by that? It means that when you start off in life, you had a destination that you wanted to get to, And so each day you should be going a step closer to that. So first thing, just ask yourself as we close up, if I kept going in the direction I'm going with my life, would I be getting any closer to that? And so when I saw this opportunity, I automatically knew that I needed to do something differently. I needed to take a different direction. And so when I saw this, I saw right away that we weren't talking about network marketing. We were talking about electricity. See, I've been to those presentations before where they talk about where it's the lotions and the potions and the wraps and the magnets and all those things that I had to sell. See, but I love the fact that this ain't selling, it's electricity. This ain't network marketing per se, it's electricity. And what do I mean by that? I mean, we're talking about the power of anyway. See, whether you do anything or not, whether you decide to change your direction and go towards the goal that you're searching for right now, or whether you continue going down the veritable path that you're taking, you're still going to be using electricity and natural gas. Whether you talk to your neighbor on the left or your neighbor on the right or the person that you work with to go to school with, they're still going to be using electricity and natural gas. See, we're not talking about a product that you've got to sell. We're not talking about a product that you have to create a new market for. We're not talking about a product that people are already using right now in the exact same way. We're talking about tapping into, getting yourself in the flow of funds that's going out anyway. See, many people recently were watching the Super Bowl. And the funny thing about the Super Bowl, whether you had your TV turned to it or not, whether you had your TV plugged in or not, it was broadcast and going out anyway. But all you had to do was plug yourself into a power source and into a cable source, and you got it. Do you realize that the money that people are spending, the billions of dollars that people are spending on this service are going out anyway? And we're talking about you putting yourself in position of the cash flow. See, I love the fact that we're talking about a service, not a product. See, I also got excited because, I was working 60 to 80 hours a week all the time, and I realized I didn't have time and I couldn't afford to change directions. See, we're not asking you to do something differently. We're showing you a way to create a path towards the right direction in your part-time. See, this is a beautiful business in that it gives you the ability to make a few phone calls on the way into the office. Maybe a couple of phone calls while you're at lunch, a few phone calls on the way back, and then in your part-time, working this business literally 15 to 30 minutes a day with consistency will help you to build up the kind of income, because one of these days you're going to make a phone call and you're going to find yourself someone like Sherelle or someone like Carl, and then guess what? Their time is now your time. With this power of part-time, you can go and make the magic happen. You can work full-time on your living and part-time on your fortune. I also love the fact that we're talking about just an amazing, lucrative compensation plan. And see, and one of the things I want to make sure we don't lose sight of, because Carl showed you some phenomenal numbers. He showed you, $39,000 a month, $11,000 a month. He showed you, every time somebody sponsors somebody, even if you didn't sponsor, 55 to infinity. But I want to help you get a better perspective. See, the people that you've heard from all know what it's like to work hard, to give of themselves and to give of their time to earn a living to pay for their family's lifestyle. But what it costs us is ourselves. See, when the 60 to 80 hours a week that I spent in the office was 60 to 80 hours a week plus the commute that I had to take away from my family. The 60 to 80 hours a week that I had to take away from being at the soccer game. The 60 to 80 hours a week I had to take away from nurturing the people that I care most about. The thing that I love about this compensation plan is that it doesn't cost you your life. See, the traditional plan, the way that we most learn how to do is that we have to go and work hard and give all of ourselves to get it. Imagine even if you didn't make the big bucks. If you could make the very same money you're making now, but keep your life. Keep your love, keep your family. That's what I call a lucrative compensation plan. And I got super excited because we're talking about the perfect timing. See, here we are in the United States. When I got started, we were just in 4 states. And then they very, very methodically went from 4 states to 17 states. They went from being a $400 million company to being a $1.5 billion company. And I know there's still 33 states left in the United States, as well as the different territories. But it's amazing that here we are having less than 3% market share. Our name, and this is how you know the timing is perfect. Before you got on this webinar tonight, you had never heard of the company. And in fact, even after you get off tonight, the company is so new, you'll probably mispronounce it and call it Ambient or that sleep stuff. No, this is the stuff that keeps you up at night thinking about all those quarters. The timing is perfect. And to prove how perfect the timing is, we're going to be opening up a $70 billion market in Japan where we have 0 customers, 0% market share. It couldn't get any better than that. The wave is coming. We're about to hit that powerful boom. The last thing that got me super excited about this business was the proven system. See, when I looked around the room, I saw people there, and then when I talked to some folks, I realized that there are people coming from all walks of life doing this business, making quite a bit of money. There are people that are young, old. There are people that are professional. There's people that are blue collar. There's people that are white collar. There's people that are tall, short, of all different ethnicities, and they all seem to have the same kind of success. And I realized that this is a lot like a McDonald's. See, McDonald's work in Portland, Maine and Portland, Oregon. McDonald's work in Paris, France and Paris, Texas. McDonald's work everywhere, not because they have just such a great burger, but because they have a proven system. See, if you go in and you follow the system to a T, you'll get set results. It's our proven system that should give you some confidence, that should give you some assurance that even you can do this. So we're excited you came out tonight because you have an opportunity to join Ambit Energy. See, whether you realize it or not, you're already in the energy business. Just look around. I'm in my house now. I see the blinking lights of the modem. I see the green light of the cable bar. I see the little red light on the DVD player. I see a light on above me. I see the kitchen light still on. If I were to open the refrigerator, I would see the light pop on, but I can hear it humming. As I go around the house, I realize that there are more and 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 more gadgets. When I go upstairs and go to bed, I'll take off my Apple Watch and I'll connect it to the charger. I'll take my phone and I'll connect it there. I'll use my Bluetooth and I'll put it there. I'm going to be hooking up things, and so will everybody you know. We're already in the energy business. Why don't you change the direction of where your money goes and have the money come to you? See, we all start off in life wanting to get to a particular place. And that place that I hope we all want to get to is that of freedom. Most kids want to leave the house so they can be free. Do they realize that as soon as you leave the house, unless you've got a proper plan or going down the right direction, you're going to become a slave to Mr. Visa, to Mr. Sally Mae, to Miss Sally Mae, to the mortgage. But we can encourage you to join Ambit Energy, become your own first customer, and take control of your financial future. Get started now. What we encourage you to do is get back to the person that invited you to this. Get your question answered, but decide right now to change your direction. Put your GPS course onto a path for success. Again, I'm Mario Price on behalf of Carl Scott and Sherelle Slaves. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Thank you so much for your time and energy.